I don't even know what brand these are. They're just delicious. Nice and fruity. My desk all sticky. All right. So, I'm talking to you right now on the Zoom H6. I've got it hooked into my camera. It's this little doodad right here. And I'm not using the microphone on it. I'm obviously using this microphone. But this is a lot better than the microphone I had hooked on top of my camera yesterday, because that thing sucked balls. I guess I could see where it would be good for like an amateur, or there's be some situations where it would be good, but this was not working out very well for me. I could hear every little bit of noise, and you'll see an example video right here. And I'm going to hear all kinds of nonsense, all kinds of static and stuff. And I was reading things on how to fix this, and I was watching YouTube videos. People were posting about it, and they were talking about just the fix is to upgrade it to a new mic, the Rode Pro. And I was like, I'm not going to go from Rode Go to Rode Pro to eliminate this problem. If it's not working the first time, I'm not sticking with Rode. So I decided to go with, instead of camera mounted, I decided to go with the Zoom. And this thing is great. I have many uses for this thing, and I'm super happy to use it. So, I mean, if we look at it, without this, I've got this big goofy microphone on the top, but I'm gonna take it off real quick. There we go. So, I mean, as you can see, I got my XLR cable plugged in. I have just the one cable plugged into this, but I have many intentions for this, including I plan on being a part of a podcast. So we have three people on the podcast, and it's going to be the Powwow podcast. And with this guy, I have 4, and I can expand up to 6 XLR inputs. And that's fantastic. Or I can just use this extra mic. I needed an extra microphone anyway, so this comes with the microphone, and it also comes with this little Dumaflachi here, which is and it's like a stereo mic too. So you're like, you pass over it, and you can hear yourself panning from left to right while you're tracking yourself. So this thing runs, it records to an SD card at the same. So I'm plugged into the camera. Obviously, it's going to be recording into the camera, but it's also saves it to an SD card, so you can plug it in your computer, and you can get, if you need to do more fine-grained editing, post-production, that's the way to do that. It does the 48-volt phantom power, which is excellent, because that's what this mic requires. This is the AT2024, AT's Audio-Technica. It requires the 48 volts of phantom power, and that's what my Scarlett 2i2 has been doing, but it's only a 2-channel interface, so hence the reason I was looking for this, because I have 3 people in my podcast, so we were having a little bit of a difficulty trying to figure out what we're going to do with the third mic. We're just going to do a mic share for a little bit while we get another USB interface, and I found this thing. I was like, this thing's great, because it fixes 2 problems. I can do the podcast, and I can use it for my camera audio. That's great. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and potentially more, because this thing's just so versatile. And they have the Tascam models that clip onto the bottom of the camera, which are pretty neat. And I don't know, I just like this one a lot. God, it makes it go so good. Sorry. Anyway. All right, I'm going to do a quick unboxing for you. This is the obvious documentation. There's a Cubase LE and a Wavelab LE key code in there. I don't know anything about these 2 softwares. I use Adobe Audition, but I didn't see it mentioned on the box, or I didn't see it in any reviews, so you might find that useful. Here's the box. It looks kind of like a pistol case, so if you're going through airport security and they stop you to look at your microphone, this is why. This is the H6 itself. This is the X and Y microphone. This is the stereo microphone. Now there's 2 extra optional accessories you can get. One is a shotgun microphone, and the other one is an extra 2 XLR ports. This is the included USB cable. This is the big giant fuzzy thing for the X and Y microphone. All right, this is the unit itself. It's got a pretty good build quality considering it's made out of plastic. It feels really good in the hand. Feels really durable. These are your 4 channel gains. This is your each channel has its own dB pad, so you can pad it by 20 decibels. These are your channel activation buttons, so you can enable or disable each channel individually. The L and R will both activate when you have a mic plugged in up on the top. Otherwise, if you have the 2 extra XLR inputs, the left will be for the left adapter and the right will be for the right adapter. The obvious recording and pause and play and all that good stuff. This shows your 6 inputs with the left and right input, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. The menu is pretty straightforward. There's not really a whole lot to get into as far as options goes. If you got any questions, just ask me in the comments. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. On the left side, you have channel 1 and 2 XLR ports. You have the SD card slot, the volume rocker, the monitor port, and the power switch. On the other side, you have channel 3 and 4 for the XLRs. You have the jog dial, up and down on the menu, and then push to select the menu button, which activates the menu or acts as a back button. The charging port, or you can plug your computer into it. On the bottom, you have the line out port for your computer or for your camera. And then the remote port for the first party remote control accessory. The microphone clicks in pretty easily. It's very solid. And when you do, you can adjust its gain. And I will send you a quick sample audio clip of this. So you can enable the channel first, and then you hit record. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Removing it is pretty easy as well. Just pushing the 2 buttons and it pops right off. I'm going to attach the stereo mic now so you can see that. Enable the channel and start recording. It's pretty easy. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I thought it was supposed to come with an SD card, and I looked everywhere for that thing, and I did not find it. Now, what I was reading was that people were getting 2 gig cards anyway, and I'm not missing anything if it's a 2 gig card, but it's just something to note. I was looking for it, and I didn't see it in there. So if you're looking for the SD card, it's probably not in there unless it was just me. Maybe I just got unlucky. Or maybe I was so happy when I ripped it open in the car that it flung out the window or something. Funny story about going to Best Buy to pick this thing up. I was so excited, and it was 8:30 when I got there. Best Buy closes at 9 o'clock. So I ran in there, and I didn't have time to go to the bathroom beforehand, and I was dying. So I go into Best Buy. I'm doing the mud shuffle all the way to the bathroom. I get there, and the toilet is clogged, and I was already shitting my pants going in there. So I had to blow it up anyway. I'm sorry, Best Buy. I'm sorry. The toilet was broken, and there was no other choice. There was an associate in the other bathroom. So I'm sorry. But alas, I'm very happy with this product, and I'm excited to use it in the future. I was so excited when I went to go pick it up, and it lived up to its expectations when I did pick it up. So thank you, Zoom. This is very cool. Thank you, Zoom. I wasn't paid for this. This is out of my own pocket. I paid for this all myself. But thank you for making this, because this is really cool. And that was my quick review of the Zoom H6. So if you like this video, please leave a comment, a like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I'll appreciate it, and I'll reply back to you. And I'd love to hear what you have to say about this video. Anyway, thank you.